大家好，我是马老师。最近比较多朋友在入籍面试时被问到 N400 第12部分里的某些单词，要求说出词语的意思。如果说不出来，也是不能通过考试的。那今天我们来练习这部分的内容。
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way? Do you know what claim means? What does claim mean?
It means to say something is true.
Claim. It means to say something is true.
Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
Register. It means to sign up.
Register. It means to sign up.
Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
Federal. It means the central government.
Federal. It means the central government.
Local. It means a specific area.
Local. It means a specific area.
Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
Hereditary. Inherited. It means passed to you by your family.
Hereditary. Inherited. It means passed to you by your family.
Nobility. It means people of the highest rank in a society.
Nobility. It means people of the highest rank in a society.
Foreign country. It means a nation that is not your own.
Foreign country. It means a nation that is not your own.
Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution?
Incompetent. It means not having the ability to do.
Incompetent. It means not having the ability to do.
Confined. It means to keep someone in a place.
Confined. It means to keep someone in a place.
Mental institution. It means a hospital for the mentally ill.
Mental institution. It means a hospital for the mentally ill.
Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes?
Owe. It means to have debt.
Owe. It means to have debt.
Overdue. It means being not done by an expected date.
Overdue. It means being not done by an expected date.
Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
File. It means to officially record something.
A file. It means to officially record something.
Tax return. It is a form to report income earned in a year.
A tax return. It is a form to report income earned in a year.
Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
Non-US. It means to not be of the U.S.
Non-U.S. It means to not be of the U.S.
Resident. It means a person who lives somewhere long-term.
Resident. It means a person who lives somewhere long-term.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world?
Member. It means a person of some group.
Member. It means a person of some group.
Involved. It means to participate in.
Involved. It means to participate in.
Associated. It means to be related.
Associated. It means to be related.
Have you ever been a member of, or in any way associated either directly or indirectly with, the Communist Party?
Communist Party. It is a political party that supports communist principles.
Communist Party. It is a political party that supports communist principles.
Any other totalitarian party? A terrorist organization?
Totalitarian. It means a government that limits people's freedom to oppose itself.
Totalitarian. It means a government that limits people's freedom to oppose itself.
Have you ever advocated either directly or indirectly the overthrow of any government by force or violence?
Advocated. It means to publicly support an idea.
Advocated. It means to publicly support an idea.
Overthrow. It means to remove someone from power with force.
Overthrow. It means to remove someone from power with force.
Violence. It means the use of force to hurt others.
Violence. It means the use of force to hurt others.
Have you ever persecuted either directly or indirectly any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
Persecuted. It means ill treatment based on personal beliefs.
Persecuted. It means ill treatment based on personal beliefs.
Religion. It means a system of faith.
Religion. It means a system of faith.
Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following? Genocide?
Genocide. It means systematic killing of an ethnic group.
Genocide. It means systematic killing of an ethnic group.
Torture?
Torture. It means to inflict pain.
Torture. It means to inflict pain.
Killing or trying to kill someone.
Kill. It means to take someone's life.
Kill. It means to take someone's life.
Badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose.
Hurt. It means to cause pain.
Hurt. It means to cause pain.
On purpose. It means to be intentional.
On purpose. It means to be intentional.
Forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations.
Sexual. It means anything relating to sex.
Sexual. It means anything relating to sex.
Contact. It means to be physically touching.
Contact. It means to be physically touching.
Relation. It means a connection with a person.
Relation. It means a connection with a person.
Not letting someone practice his or her religion.
Practice. It means to carry out ideas or procedures.
Practice. It means to carry out ideas or procedures.
Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups?
Participate. It means to take part in.
Participate. It means to take part in.
Military unit.
Military. It means an armed force.
Military. It means an armed force.
Paramilitary unit. A group of people who act like a military group but are not part of the official military.
Paramilitary. It means a non-official military.
Paramilitary. It means a non-official military.
Police unit.
Police. It means a government force that maintains public order.
Police. It means a government force that maintains public order.
Self-defense unit.
Self-defense. It means to protect yourself.
Self-defense. It means to protect yourself.
Vigilante unit. A group of people who act like the police but are not part of the official police.
Vigilante. It means a non-official force that maintains public order.
Vigilante. It means a non-official force that maintains public order.
Rebel group.
Rebel. It means persons opposing the government.
Rebel. It means persons opposing the government.
Guerrilla group. A group of people who use weapons against or otherwise physically attack the military, police, government, or other people.
Guerrilla. It means a small armed force fighting against larger regular forces.
Guerrilla. It means a small armed force fighting against larger, regular forces.
Militia, an army of people, not part of the official military.
Militia. It means non-official military.
Militia. It means non-official military.
Insurgent organization, a group that uses weapons and fights against a government.
Insurgent. It means persons overthrowing the government.
Insurgent. It means persons overthrowing the government.
Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? Prison or jail?
Prison. Jail. It means a place to lock up criminals.
Prison. Jail. It means a place to lock up criminals.
Prison camp?
Prison camp. It means a prison for prisoners of war and political prisoners.
Prison camp. It means a prison for prisoners of war and political prisoners.
Detention facility, a place where people are forced to stay.
Detention facility. It means a place where people are forced to stay.
Detention facility. It means a place where people are forced to stay.
Labor camp, a place where people are forced to work. Any other place where people were forced to stay?
Labor camp. It means a place where people are forced to work in.
Labor camp. It means a place where people are forced to work in.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person, or threatened to do so?
Threaten. It means to state the intention to cause harm in retaliation.
Threaten. It means to state the intention to cause harm in retaliation.
Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person, or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person?
Provide. It means to give.
Provide. It means to give.
Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, a group of people who act like a military group but are not part of the official military, or weapons training?
Training. It means to practice doing something.
Training. It means to practice doing something.
Did you ever recruit, ask, enlist, sign up, conscript, require, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group?
Recruit. It means to ask someone to join.
Recruit. It means to ask someone to join.
Enlist. It means to recruit someone to join an armed force.
Enlist. It means to recruit someone to join an armed force.
Conscript. It means to require someone to join an armed force.
Conscript. It means to require someone to join an armed force.
Did you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that helped or supported people in combat?
Combat. It means to battle.
Combat. It means to battle.
Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
Assist. It means to help.
Assist. It means to help.
Commit. It means to carry out a crime.
Commit. It means to carry out a crime.
Attempt. It means to try to do.
Attempt. It means to try to do.
Crime. Offense. It means an illegal act.
Crime. Offense. It means an illegal act.
Arrest. It means to seize someone by the police.
Arrest. It means to seize someone by the police.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer, including any immigration official or any official of the U.S. Armed Forces, for any reason?
Cite. Citation. It means to be called to court.
Cite. Citation. It means to be called to court.
Detain. Detention. It means to keep in place.
Detain. Detention. It means to keep in place.
Law enforcement officer. It means an official who carries out the law.
Law enforcement officer. It means an official who carries out the law.
Immigration. It means moving to another country.
Immigration. It means moving to another country.
Armed forces. It means a military.
Armed forces. It means a military.
Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense?
Charged. It means to be accused of a crime.
Charged. It means to be accused of a crime.
Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense?
Convicted. It means to be found guilty.
Convicted. It means to be found guilty.
Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or a rehabilitative program, for example, diversion, deferred prosecution, withheld adjudication, deferred adjudication?
Alternative sentencing. It means to give another punishment.
Alternative sentencing. It means to give another punishment.
Rehabilitative program. It means a plan to correct a criminal's actions.
Rehabilitative program. It means a plan to correct a criminal's actions.
Diversion. It means a program for criminals other than prosecution.
Diversion. It means a program for criminals other than prosecution.
Deferred prosecution. It means to not convict a criminal based on some requirements.
Deferred prosecution. It means to not convict a criminal based on some requirements.
Withheld adjudication. It means to keep someone not found guilty under watch.
Withheld adjudication. It means to keep someone not found guilty under watch.
Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled?
Suspended sentence. It means a delayed punishment.
Suspended sentence. A delayed punishment.
Probation. It means to keep a released criminal under watch.
Probation. It means to keep a released criminal under watch.
Paroled. It means to release a criminal before their sentence ends.
Paroled. It means to release a criminal before their sentence ends.
Have you ever been in jail or prison?
Prison. It means jail, jailhouse. Prison. It means jail, jailhouse.
Have you ever been a habitual drunkard?
Habitual drunkard. It means someone who frequently drinks too much alcohol.
Habitual drunkard. It means someone who frequently drinks too much alcohol.
Been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution?
Prostitute. Prostitution. It means someone who gets paid for sex.
Prostitute, prostitution. It means someone who gets paid for sex.
Sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics?
Procured. It means to cause someone to do something.
Procured. It means to cause someone to do something.
Smuggle. It means to bring into a country illegally.
Smuggle. It means to bring into a country illegally.
Controlled substances. It means drugs regulated by the government.
Controlled substances. It means drugs regulated by the government.
Narcotics. It means addictive and illegal drugs.
Narcotics. Narcotics mean addictive and illegal drugs.
Married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
Obtain. It means to get.
Obtain. It means to get.
Benefit. It means government support for citizens.
Benefit. It means government support for citizens.
Helped anyone to enter, or try to enter, the United States illegally? gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
Gamble. It means to bet money.
Gamble. It means to bet money.
Income. It means money earned.
Income. It means money earned.
Failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony?
Support. It means to provide for.
Support. It means to provide for.
Dependent. It means people you support.
Dependents. It means people you support.
Failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony?
Alimony. It means money paid to former spouse.
Alimony. It means money paid to former spouse.
Made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
Misrepresentation. It means to give misleading statement.
Misrepresentation. It means to give misleading statement.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
Documentation. It means official information or paperwork about something.
Documentation. It means official information or paperwork about something.
False. It means not true.
False. It means not true.
Fraudulent. It means to trick people.
Fraudulent. It means to trick people.
Misleading. It means to give the wrong idea.
Misleading. It means to give the wrong idea.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
Entry. It means to enter.
Entry. It means to enter.
Admission. It means to be allowed for entry.
Admission. It means to be allowed for entry.
Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States?
Removed. It means to keep someone out.
Removed. It means to move someone out.
Excluded. It means to keep someone out.
Excluded. It means to keep someone out.
Deported. It means to be removed from a country.
Deported. It means to be removed from a country.
Have you ever been ordered removed, excluded, or deported from the United States?
Order. It means to command.
Order. It means to command.
Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings.
Rescission. It means to cancel a contract.
Rescission. It means to cancel a contract.
Proceedings. It means a formal series of actions.
Proceedings. It means a formal series of actions.
Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings, including administratively closed proceedings, currently pending against you?
Administratively closed. It means to be already looked over.
Administratively closed. It means to be already looked over.
Pending. It means to be not yet looked over.
Pending. It means to be not yet looked over.
Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Serve. It means to perform a duty.
Serve. It means to perform a duty.
Are you currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
Member. It means an individual belonging to a group.
Member. It means an individual belonging to a group.
Have you ever been court-martialed, administratively separated, or disciplined, or have you received an other than honorable discharge while in the U.S. Armed Forces? Have you ever been discharged from training or service in the U.S. Armed Forces because you were an alien? Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Avoid. It means to keep away from.
Avoid. It means to keep away from.
Drafted. It means to be selected for military service.
Drafted. It means to be selected for military service.
Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption from military service in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Applied. It means to request.
Applied. It means to request.
Exemption. It means to be free of duty.
Exemption. It means to be free of duty.
Have you ever deserted from the U.S. Armed Forces?
Deserted. It means to run away from military service.
Deserted. It means to run away from military service.
Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthdays? This does not include living in the United States as a lawful non-immigrant. If you answered yes, when did you register for the Selective Service?
Register. It means to add to an official list.
Register. It means to add to an official list.
Selective service. It means a system where men may be drafted for military service.
Selective service. It means a system where men may be drafted for military service.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Constitution. It is the supreme law of the nation.
Constitution. It is the supreme law of the nation.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Oath of allegiance. It is a promise of loyalty to your country.
Oath of allegiance. It is a promise of loyalty to your country.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Bear arms. It means to take up weapons.
Bear arms. It means to take up weapons.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Non-combatant services. They mean military jobs that don't require combat.
Non-combatant services. They mean military jobs that don't involve combat.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Civilian direction. It means government orders that don't involve combat.
Civilian direction. It means government orders that don't involve combat.